Okay, here's a quick video on how to install the plugin checker module. So I'm in the plugin manager file, and first thing is to open the README script and follow the integration steps. So it says to import the module. I've got a I've got a starter solution file here. Just created it. So I'm going to start by, I usually copy and paste the folder with the module in it, and then I'll check the README. So it's wise to check the import.log file. So I'm going to check that. And what you're looking for here is this column, which is the error code. Just make sure there's no errors. Looks like there's one here as a file reference. That one's expected because that's a config script. So it's right there. And it looks like at a glance, I think that was the only one. So we'll go back to the next step. So review all scripts in the module config folder and adjust as necessary. So that's the last step. So the base elements and script master ones are just template scripts. They don't require any configuration. This one is just general configuration. The only value right now is a log level to use, which I'll get to in down here. Let's see, call plugin manager. So this is the important one. I've set it up so that it automatically imports a external file reference to the plugin manager file. If that file's been renamed or isn't, needs to be on a remote server or something like that, you may need to modify it, but otherwise it should work. And it just tells you what to do here. You just perform the script and exit with the result. And create a log entry. So this is optional, and this is where the log level to write comes in the config. And this is basically just a hook. It allows you to utilize log data that I'm generating from within my script. You don't have to use it, and I'll eventually create another video showing how to implement this. And modify script result. This is again sort of a hook. It allows you to transform the return result of the script. So if you don't like the way I've set it up to return the result, you can change it. And what you need to do is just exit with the you need to take the script parameter and return that, and you can modify it before you return it if you want to. So those are all done. So I should be able to, let's see here, check if base elements is installed. So I've actually got, sorry, I should go back to the README here. So after the integration, then there's the instructions for use. So here it gives a chunk of scripts. So I'm going to copy that into a new script. So this is a script that is going to use base elements plugin. So I want to call this checker, and this is all air trapping, and this one just reports that it was valid or not. So first off, I'm just gonna I just save that, run that script, and it says the plugin's valid. So what that was doing was calling this shortcut file, which is basically, says it up here, it just saves this version test so that you don't have to put it in every single file that checks if the plugin's installed. In every single script that checks the plugin's installed. This is optional. If you only test once on startup, then you probably don't need to use this script. You can just call plugin checker directly. This is how I would recommend to use it though. So let's say if you were to use a different plugin, you would duplicate it, rename to, I don't know what's another plugin I've got here. Let's say rename it to and then modify your version test. I'm using one here that doesn't have to evaluate it as a number, but just modify this test as needed and as per the documentation, and then you can call that script to check if a different one's installed or not. Let's see, and that should do it. One more thing, you can check what plugins are installed by clicking here, and you can also see where have shortcuts to the different directories. So I'm going to open this one up actually, close FileMaker so that I can uninstall all the plugins, and then open my contacts again. So now no plugin should be installed. So when I go and run this use base elements plugin, it says plugin's valid because I went and installed it and then reported that it was valid. So it wasn't installed at first, but this plugin checker called the the plugin checker called the plugin manager, which updated the script, updated the plugin, and now you click here and you can see that it's installed, and you can go back to the new location and see that it's there.